You have to actually get in the shot though. Come in the shot. You can't sit on the side. I don't want to sit this way. Okay, fine. Hi guys, I just did a laser. Well, where are you going now? 2 days ago, I went and did a fractional CO2 laser treatment for my acne scars. It literally feels like sandpaper, like, can you hear that? But I'm gonna get into the acne scars part of my life later. We've got to start off with the good old, once upon a time, I had acne story. I've tried a lot of treatments, so many things that have just been ineffective, crazy life, it's just not helping me. And then guys, in the recent months, I have been very lucky to come across a solution that has worked for my skin. And here we are sitting down together and I'm gonna tell you what that solution is. I've been through 3 bouts of Acutane. 2 times when I was a teenager and 1 time last year. But in this video, I am going to be focusing down into the last year, 2018. So yeah, let's start at the beginning of 2018. Just a disclaimer, in terms of my eating disorder recovery, I wasn't doing too well at the time. I was in this kind of half state of recovery, so it was definitely a very stressful purgatory state, and that time was very draining on my body and on my mind. At the same time, I was actually performing as a main character in a play that was showing every night for quite a long period of time. The lack of food, the lack of energy, the lack of concentration, and having to perform, I was quite a ball of stress. And this was when my acne just had this massive flare-up. Literally came out of nowhere, left field. The month before I was in Bali, hello, my skin was clear, and then suddenly in January it just, whew, it was and many people had the opinion that it was the stage makeup, because I was wearing so much makeup for the shows every day, that was why I was having a breakout. And you get all those comments online all the time. People would just say, oh yeah, just make sure you wash your face properly, don't wear makeup. The thing is that I was washing my face. If I have this stuff on my face, of course I'm going to be washing my face all the time and making sure that it was immaculately clean. So after that show, it just literally got worse. I don't know if people can relate to this, I'm sure you can. It's either that I just owned it, I owned that I had really bad acne, then I made it my identity and it was more like a degrading thing, so I'd be like, yeah, I've got really bad acne, yeah, ha 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 ha. Or I would just be the other way and just be really shy about it, not want to see anybody and just never look them in the eye. It was very time consuming as well. I'd always spend my time just looking in the mirror, and it wasn't even like a vanity thing, it was more like, please go away, why is my face still like this? I decided to go back to my dermatologist, and she put me on Acutane for the 3rd time. And I was very keen on going on it because I was like, I want the strongest thing, I want it to be as fast as possible. The dermatologist put me on a very low dosage of Acutane this time. I think I've been all the way up at 80 milligrams, but she put me on 20 milligrams, which apparently has been proven to be good for taming adult acne with the least side effects. Being at a low dosage, I'd assume that the side effects aren't as harsh. And the side effects weren't that bad on me. It did make my acne worse, which I was anticipating because that's what everyone says. When you go on Acutane, your acne gets worse before it gets better. So when it got worse, I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm making progress. It's just gonna get better. So the only side effect that I really got this time is that my acne got worse, and it didn't get better. I was just getting even more upset about it and just more self-conscious and more desperate about everything because I didn't know what to do. But my dad, he has a friend in Hong Kong who is a plastic surgeon, and he booked me in with him. He said to me that he doesn't prefer me to be on Acutane. My skin was very, very inflamed and just bumpy and red. So his solution for me was surgical extraction. So instead of me personally using my grubby mitts to just touch my face and push out all the pimples, acne extraction, I believe, is when you use a sterile instrument to expel the fluids and solids in that pimple and just kind of release it. That procedure was pretty successful for me. After one go, I would have more of a deflated face because a lot of the stuff that was just in my face had been extracted. It was still very red and it still looked like I had a lot of acne, but it was less bumpy, less painful, more manageable, and it felt like a good thing for me. So I went back for several weeks and I would do it kind of on a weekly basis. Whenever I got a new flare-up, he'd just come to the rescue. But that was kind of the problem. I noticed that it would get better when he did it, but then a few days later I'd just get some more. That's not going to be sustainable forever, and also it's not actually getting that good. It's just a little bit better. And then okay guys, you've got to listen up. This is the good part. So much greatness was brought my way. I was very lucky to come across this new drug that actually my mum had been researching. She is literally my lifesaver in all areas of life. She came across this drug called SPIRONOLACTONE. It is an anti-androgen, which means that it goes against androgens such as testosterone. And testosterone is responsible for a few things, but one of them is the production of sebum. At low dosages, it has also been proven to help with acne and other skin conditions. I'm not sure why, but I think spironolactone is very commonly used for adult acne rather than teenage acne. It's also usually only prescribed to women because, like I just said, it blocks testosterone. And you know what? I'm an adult, I have hormonal acne, and I am a woman. Why did no one tell me about this before? So I went to my dermatologist again, told her about spironolactone. She knew about it. She said it was an alternative method if you don't want to do Acutane. She put me on 3 months of a split dose of 50 milligrams a day. So 25 in the morning, 25 at night. And things got better. Yeah, things got better. I mean, it took a little bit of time, but it was actually pretty quick. As you can see now, I've got like redness and just stripes all over my face, but my skin has actually cleared up tremendously. I am now able to attack the few acne scars that are still remaining on my face with, like I said, fractional CO2 laser. This is my second laser treatment. I think you can do up to like 5. And also this laser thing isn't the be all end all. It took me a very long time for me to decide that I wanted to do it because to me this is a big procedure. I did decide to treat myself and go ahead and do it. So the doctor briefly explained to me that it's like a laser that splits into a pattern on your face. So it's pretty accurate, and as it recovers, these laser dots kind of just show up and then they dry up and then they become really crusty and dry and it looks like I have dirt on my face, but then it kind of flakes off and it's all good and we're all fine. We will have to see, but for now this is my story with an eating Whoa, I've been doing way too many eating disorder videos. This is my story with acne, and hopefully with me sharing my story, this has given you a couple more options on what you can try with your acne if it's something that you feel hopeless about, if you feel like you've tried everything, which I felt like I did. Spironolactone, it's not a magic drug, it doesn't work for everyone, but it did definitely help for me, and hopefully it will work for you guys. Quick little conspiracy theory. My skin drastically changed for the better from May onwards, and May is the month that I really push forward with my eating disorder recovery. Take what you will from that. I'm not saying anything, but I'm gonna leave you with that. If you thought this video was helpful, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and write it in the comments. If you have had an experience with spironolactone that isn't so positive, or you have other experiences, or you have tried it, or you don't know about it, just tell me. I want to know because everyone's story is different and we're all in this together. Bear says don't forget to subscribe, so look at it. He's leaning over back. For my next video, I'm not going to just be sitting down and talking. I promise we're bringing back a fear food challenge. Haven't done one in a little bit, so I'm excited and I hope that you're looking forward to it. See you guys on Thursday. See you later.